Hey, what's up, Liam? This morning is Saturday. We actually just went to breakfast with Aunt Renee and Samantha. They came out to support. They wanted to come after kind of the initial wave of everybody at the beginning of November here. To see you and just kind of support us do this and all that. So that was good. And man, I'm just so proud of you, like just taking you out. And there's other kids there and stuff, and you're just such a happy kid. I don't know, like you're a good boy, right? But like you're just genuinely happy. Obviously you're loved. Maybe that's just the key thing, is like you got to spend so much time in the beginning with mom on maternity leave, and you guys were just inseparable. And then at night it was you and me. Well, we didn't really hang out that much, but you know, when you needed to be fed and changed, I was there for you. So you had 24/7 just love, care, and attention. I think and plus your mom's spirit was so solid. And same with me, you know, her and I share that foundation. So, but it's just cool to, you know, I take you to breakfast and meet up with some people, and it's not a nightmare. You know, some people can't say that. Like I take you to breakfast and you know, you're looking around, other people are checking you out, they're like, oh, you know, they're commenting on you. And it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good, and not even a year old, you know, and I'm proud of you. Like, that's, you know, like you didn't have a nap this morning, and you had every reason to be like, be a little shit in public, and that's not you. And I guess that's kind of like my job, right? That's my responsibility, is to train you up. And I think it was Dr. Jordan Peterson said something about that, like it's my responsibility to make, or it's parents' responsibility to make their kids like socially desirable. Like you want other kids to like want to hang out with you, right? If you can kind of develop those skills and things like that, then it just benefits you socially, and you know, obviously there's more to it than that. So yeah, you know, last night was a little gnarly. Man, this morning at like 4 a.m, I felt like somebody or something like was tapping me on the shoulder to wake me up. I don't know, it was obviously a dream or whatever, but I just woke up like wide awake, and I was just like, you know, stuff like that. Like, because I know that our physical senses, right? That even if you take like some of the Wi-Fi radio stuff that I do for work, for IT, there's bands of the Wi-Fi, and it can only be picked up by certain instruments and things like that. And then there's stuff that's outside these certain bands. For us, like our sense of sight, hearing, you know, just sound, you know, our just 5 senses, there's things we can't perceive, but they're right there. Like there's things that are right here that we can't perceive, these radio waves that are flying around that are from this phone even. And it's like I know that in my head, but then I also know that in my heart, that, you know, and then the scriptures though talk about the chasm, the void between the two, you know, realms, where even if they wanted to come and talk to us and they couldn't, you know what I mean? Again, I don't claim to understand and be able to articulate any of that, but you know, these are just some things I'm thinking about, and from different sources I've heard over the years. And you know, there's definitely more. Again, there's more going on in this 3D space. You know, they talk about 5D consciousness, and then from like a quantum physics standpoint, they're saying there's like, I guess it's confirmed or agreed upon or whatever, 11 dimensions. What does that look like, you know, beyond, you know, space and time and things like that? Again, I have no fucking clue. I'm not going to say that I do, but it is very interesting, you know. I do know that I don't know, but it was so cool to like have these experiences, even if they're in, you know, completely dream state in my head. It's the feeling that it gives you. Just like last night when I was sitting there and found some voicemails. Fuck. And I love it. Like that feeling right there that I'm feeling right now, that it washes over me. Head to toe, inside and out. It washes over me. Yeah, so beautiful. To be able to have a relationship with somebody that love is real. And it's returned. You know, and you guys fucking battle together. Like it's intense in all ways. You know, we went through the fire together. We didn't give up. And we lived life together and we did our best. And we were there for each other. And just to hear her, to hear her tell me that she loved me. You know, and I know that. I fucking know that. It's so sick. I'm so lucky, man, to experience that love. You know, and to have given somebody that love. And it made somebody feel special like that. Or she'd want to tell me that back. So good, man. So good. I guess that's like, in the Bible it talks about God is love, right? And what's the depth of that word, love, is pretty never ending, probably. You know, different avenues you can go down with that. But yeah, just hearing those voicemails and just sitting there with you in it, crazy, man. On the couch where she would sit in the dark, pretty much, just listening to music, and then I was just looking at photos and just letting myself experience those feelings, the sadness, the loss. But then also recognizing that I only feel that way because of the love and all the good and the gratitude I have for that. And the thing that's really important is to be able to be in that space and again transmute that pain and into power. You know, not fall victim to it, not be a victim of our circumstances. But we get up this morning. Again, 4 a.m. shoulder taps. Oh, man, how sick would that be? Anyway, we're not gonna fold, my guy. We're not. And it's okay if we want to feel that way, right? That's expected. You know, we're going through it. We're going through it together, but we got up, handling our stuff, people in town, took you to breakfast. We're doing the things that mommy would want to do. And we're not gonna, you know, we're not gonna let the depression blanket rule or dictate anything in our lives. Not today, not ever. And again, we're gonna acknowledge it, and we're gonna recognize that those thoughts, feelings, and emotions are showing up at the door. You know, but for those ones, we're gonna acknowledge them and say no thank you. And we know what we need to do, so we're gonna do that. And again, for her honor, right? We're gonna live well. We're gonna experience love. We're gonna give love. You know, we're gonna follow in her footsteps as a servant leadership type of approach. And again, if we do that and we focus on that, we just offload, just deny the self, right? We take that pain, that instead of us focusing on me and everything, let's focus on other people, be the source of what we seek, be a blessing to others, love others, again, reduce suffering where possible. And, as we go through life, we're going to leave it better than we found it. And it's just, doesn't get any better than that, man. If every single person subscribed to that, I mean, just imagine, right? But we're going to start with ourselves. And for me, my responsibility as your father to, one, lead by example, and two, give you my blueprint for sure, and my love. Love you, buddy.